Have you tried to productize your service but found it's hard because there's no clear result or outcome that you can point to? Over the last 8 years, I've helped about 900 agencies fix this exact same problem. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to productize any service so that you can earn more while working less. And to show you how it works, I'm going to walk you through each step of the 5D productize loop using an example from one of my YouTube subscribers, Mukund, who asked me this exact same question. Now, for context, he runs a creative service that helps pharmaceutical brands design visual aids for doctors to support prescription sales. So let's break it down starting with step 1 of the 5D framework. Now, the first step is what I call discover. Now, in this step, you really need to figure out what results your clients already care about, even if they don't tie directly to sales or a measurable result. So here's what you can do. First, I want you to go ask 3 to 5 of your past clients the following questions. How did you know our work helped? And what changed after your team started using our materials? This is where you're going to listen for smaller clues that the big result is happening. For example, more doctor visits, better doctor engagement, increased recall or confidence among the sales reps. I want you to write those down as your measurable outcomes. So for Mukund, his clients might say, our reps find the visual aids make it easier to communicate our value, or doctors are engaging longer, or we're getting more follow-up calls. This is where I'd start with declaring my measurable outcomes. Again, your goal is to get a list of 3 to 5 client-defined success indicators. These are going to become your new scoreboard. So step 2 of the 5D productize loop is to define. Here, we're going to name the real problem your clients face because what's named becomes visible and measurable. Here's how to identify the pain point behind your projects. So for Mukund, maybe it's our product launches don't stand out and reps struggle to explain why this product even matters. I want you to give that pain a simple, memorable name like the launch lag, which is that period between launch and real prescription growth. Then I want you to define the after state, which would be we help pharma brands shorten the launch lag. So for Mukund, it would be we help brand managers eliminate launch lag by creating sales materials that drive faster doctor adoption. The output here is a clear problem to transformation statement that clients can see themselves inside of. If this is something that you struggle with, check out our free positioning Sherpa GPT in the description below. Now, with a clear problem to transformation statement, we can go on to step 3 of the framework, which is to design. Now, this is where we create a visual step-by-step process that delivers transformation the same way every time. Now, we call this a signature framework. Here's the high level of how we help our clients do this in our program within about a week or 2. First, we map out the consistent stages of your best projects. Ask yourself, what always happens inside of these projects? I want you to then group them and label them simply into 3 to 5 phases max. Give your process a name like the 4D launch system. Discover, design, develop, deploy. So Mukund's example could be discover, understand the doctor profile. 2, define the key visual message. 3, design, which is creating visual aid materials. And 4, deploy, which is support the sales team rollout. Now he has a 4-phase process that he can show his clients on one piece of paper. That's his productized process, clear, teachable, and repeatable. At the end of the day, you're going to have a simple branded process map that clients can visualize just like this or this from one of our clients. Now for step 4, this is where we decide. Here we decide the price that we're going to charge for the result of your system, not the hours or deliverables. Here's how we have our clients do that. Identify the value range of the result. How much impact does your process have on their goals? For a $10 million product launch, even a 2% lift in doctor adoption is going to be huge. So choose one fixed price point and base it on scope, not time, and make sure that it fits the 80% of your ideal clients. So for example, the 4D launch system is $15K. it's important to anchor pricing to your client's world, not just your effort. So a question you could start asking your prospects, for example, is, hey, if we help you reduce launch lag by 30 days, what's that worth to you and your team? So for Mukund, he might end up being able to say, our 4D launch system helps you reduce launch lag by 1 month. And most clients invest around $15K to achieve that, which brings us to step 5 of the 5D productize loop, which is to demonstrate. Here we turn your results that you're getting into proof and feedback that make your offer stronger. Here's how you can do that. I want you to track 1 or 2 metrics that were those smaller clues that we discovered in step 1 after every single project. So for example, reps use the materials 40% more, or doctor recall improved. I want you to get a quote from the client about what changed. Use that data and story to refine your message and your process. Add it to your proposal, add it to your slide deck or sales conversation. So for Mukund, he might be able to say, after implementing our 4D launch system, the brand team saw faster doctor adoption and higher rep engagement, cutting launch lag by 3 weeks. The goal is a measurable story of proof. Now, here's the thing. When you deliver your system a few times, you're going to collect data and more stories that make your promise sharper and sharper over time, which actually brings you back to step 1, which is discover, but this time with more clarity, better metrics, and stronger proof. That's how the productization loop actually compounds. Every time you go through the loop, you're actually going to get more and more results, and you're going to get more and more intel that will allow you to further refine your messaging, because your offer and your promise and how you communicate it inside of your messaging is a living, breathing organism. It's going to keep evolving and adapting and growing every single time you deliver it. Now, if you're still watching and you like this sort of video and you want me to answer your question, then use the link in the description below to submit your question. I might just answer it here on the channel. And if you want my help to productize your service, you can learn more about our program below, or you can watch this video where I talk through the process that we've used to help 900 service providers productize their service.